You're watching youtube.com/LOL.
It's Thaddeus Schmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Schmidt, and I'm here with a new series called How to Be Confident. So in this series, I'm going to be teaching you guys step by step how to become a very confident person. Not arrogant and annoying, but just confident, and you're going to believe in yourself. You're going to have a lot of self-esteem, and you're going to have the confidence you need to get girls to be successful at school or work, to have a positive attitude all the time, in your life, and lots of other good stuff. I get asked this question more than anything else. I'm always getting questions every single day. Multiple people asking questions like, how do you be more confident? What are some tips on being more confident around girls? Stuff like that. This is by far the most asked question I ever get. Most asked, hands down. Like, if I get asked this question like 100 times a month, the next question, the number 2 question, would probably be like 20 to 25 times a month. Like, by far, this is the most asked question ever. And I think it's the most important too, because if you are confident, you're not going to be asking other types of questions like, hey Thad, I'm scared to talk to a girl. What should my opening line be? You're not going to be asking that, because if you're already confident, you're not going to be scared to talk to her. You don't give a fuck. You're just going to do it. You're not going to need to ask what to say. So I think this is the most important thing easily. Confidence by far is the most important thing in life, because it applies to everything. Like, let's say you want to start a business, but you're not confident, and you think you're a loser, you think you're going to fail. Well, you're probably going to fail. It applies to everything in your life, and I really think confidence is the most important thing that you can ever have. So there are 6 things that go into being confident. Somebody else might tell you something different, but I don't give a fuck. This is the Thaddeus Schmidt channel, and this is the stuff that works for me, my friends, everybody I know, and everybody I've ever given advice to. So if somebody tells you some other kind of weird bullshit, ignore it. Listen to this instead. 6 things go into being confident. Number 1, friends and family. You gotta have a good relationship with your friends, good relationship with your family. Number 2, health. You have to be healthy, in shape, or not necessarily in shape, but you want to be generally healthy. Number 3, success and motivation to achieve success, because if you have no goals or nothing to live for, you're not going to be confident. Number 4, positivity. You always have to have a positive outlook on life. I've never met a confident guy who is also negative. Number 5, energy. You want to have energy, energy to do stuff. You don't want to be lazy and annoying and shit like that. Number 6, girls. You want to be getting girls. I mean, if you're sitting by yourself at home, not doing shit all day, every day, watching fucking TV, and you never interact with other humans, you're not going to be confident. You're not going to be happy. So these are the 6 things that go into it. Now, as you start to get some of these things, the rest of them will also follow. For example, if you're more positive and you're healthier and more successful, girls are going to be coming to you more. So they kind of help each other out. If you have some of them, the rest of them will start to follow. So let's talk about step by step how to be confident. Alright, every episode, this is going to be an ongoing series. I'm going to do one episode, and I'm going to try to get one every week. Alright? So, let's jump into the first one. And then I'm also going to have some homework at the end of each one. I'm going to tell you something specific that you can go out and do, or something specific that you can practice to let it sink in, so you're not just watching a video and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you forget everything the next day. You're actually gonna be learning all this stuff and applying it to your life, so it's gonna work out. Speaking of working out, the first thing that you want to do on the road to becoming confident is start working out. Working out as in exercising, being healthy, being active, not just sitting on your ass eating junk food all day. Now, working out is scientifically proven to make you happier because it does release chemicals in your brain that make you happier. And I have found that when I work out, I am, happier, and I have more energy and more focus during the day, and it just makes me feel really good in general when I am working out regularly. Like, there was one time, like, when I went on vacation for like 2 weeks and I didn't work out at all, and I'm used to working out every day, but then, like, by the end of that 2 weeks, even though I was on vacation, I started getting like pissed off, and I was like in a bad mood and stuff, and like not focused. I didn't have as much energy. It's because I wasn't working out. And I can tell you right now, cardio will give you more focus and energy than lifting weights will, but you still want to do both. Both are good for you. The second thing about working out is you're gonna look good. You're gonna show up in a room looking all ripped and stuff. You're not gonna be a fat ass. You're not gonna have, instead of fat rolls coming off your arms, you're gonna have your veins popping out. You're gonna look good. And obviously, looking good will make you more confident. Working out a lot also makes it, so if people fuck with you, you can kick their asses. Now, I already know somebody's gonna leave a stupid ass comment like, oh yeah, well, if somebody else is a UFC fighter, doesn't matter if you work out, you're not gonna be able to take it. Well, okay, yes, obviously, but in general, between the 99% of the population that has no idea how to fight, if you are more athletic, if you are more ripped and you're faster and stronger than the other guy, you're gonna kick his ass. Now, going along with working out, you also want to eat healthy, because being healthy in general will make you happier and more confident. This is a fact. Being healthy in general will make you happier and more confident. Alright, I said it twice, so that means it's important. If you're fat, if you're lazy, you're unhealthy, of course, you won't be as confident as somebody who has their shit together. I'm telling you that right now. So that's about it. Those are the things that you want to know for this episode. Homework: start working out at least 3 times a week. Start eating healthier. If you don't know how to work out, just go to the gym and do some stuff. Just do a little research, watch some YouTube videos. It's really not that complicated. It's not the most complicated thing in the world. Even if you just go to the gym and, you do the stair machine or the treadmill or something for 30 minutes to an hour. That counts. Just do that shit. Stop eating junk food and, drinking 5 liters of Coke every day. And there you go. Episode 1, how to be more confident. Look out for episode 2 coming out soon. This is awesome. Hi. Hi, I'm Thad. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, what do we have here? Little freshman thinks he can just walk wherever he wants. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think it's time to teach you a lesson, freshman. Hi. I'm Thad. What's up?
That seat is taken.
You know what? Fuck this. Man, I can't wait for school to start today. I just finished a sick 5-minute mile and I'm in such a good mood. Hey, leave her alone, you fucking pussy. What did you just say to me, freshman? Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm Thaddeus Schmidt, bitch.
Ooh, Thad. Ooh.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL. You're watching youtube.com/LOL. It's Thad.
It's Thaddeus Schmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Schmidt, and I'm back with the How to Be Confident series. This is episode 2. Back in episode 1, we talked about working out and being healthy to make yourself healthier and happier. and in turn more confident. And I gave you guys some homework to start working out at least 3 times a week and to start eating healthier. So if you haven't done that shit yet, start doing it. You're supposed to be doing the homework, and if you have done it, then good job. You are on the road to being a very confident guy, just like Thaddeus Peterschmidt, the most fucking pussy man and also a cross player. So, in this episode, we're going to be learning how to not care what other people think. Alright, not caring what people think. Every time you make a decision based on what other people think, you're telling yourself that you're not confident. Alright, if I make a decision like, oh, I'm going to, walk this way down the street because that random ass guy over there will think I'm cool if I do it, then I'm gonna do it. That makes me less confident because I'm making a decision based on what some guy that you should not matter thinks. The only person who should influence your own decisions is yourself. Alright, so you make a decision like, I'm gonna do this because I want somebody else to think I'm cool. You're telling yourself you're not confident, you're telling yourself you're not cool, and by the consistency principle, you actually become less confident now. So let me tell you what this is. Consistency principle is a psychological principle that means by doing something, or by completing an action, you actually influence your own thoughts to be consistent with that action. So, a very simple example, let's say I sit around all day saying, I'm a loser. Well, I'm gonna actually start thinking that I'm a loser too, even if maybe I'm just doing it like to act in a movie or something, or I'm just trolling or acting stupid, whatever. I am actually going to change my own thoughts to where I actually believe that. So a more complex example, is you make a decision to impress somebody else. You are, basically going to influence your own thoughts into believing that you're not confident, you're not worth, your own decision making, and you are, dependent on what other people think about you. So you never want to do that. Every time you do it, you degrade yourself a little more. You never want to do that. Never make a decision based on what other people think of you, okay? Train yourself not to do this. If you're listening to the new Selena Gomez CD in the car and somebody pulls up next to you and you turn it down because you're embarrassed, you know what? Turn that shit back up. Blast it. Dance to it. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. If I'm in the car and, One Direction comes on, I don't give a fuck. I'll turn that shit up just to screw with people around me. I don't care if they're like, oh man, this guy's a loser. He's jamming that One Direction. What a fag. I don't give a fuck. I would rather turn it up just to amuse myself by screwing with other people than, for them to think I'm a cool guy who, listens to cool music. I don't give a fuck. Don't base your decisions on what some random ass people think about you. You should do whatever you want and not try to always avoid offending people. Now, that doesn't mean go out and act like a fucking asshole, act like a douche to everyone. It just means don't like tiptoe around people. Like, I know one thing, like for example, when we go to mixers and stuff, like for my job, a lot of people don't like to talk about how much money they make because they think it's politically incorrect. Now, we're at a mixer for business. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna ask somebody, how much money do you make? I don't give a fuck, because if the guy makes some, bitch salary, if his business is not successful, then I don't want to do business with that guy. So I'm gonna ask the guy how much money he makes. If he's like, oh, like, I work full time, I make like $15,000 a year, I'm gonna be like, dude, fuck that. Not doing business with this guy. Alright? If the guy says, oh, I make $500,000, then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I want to network with this guy. Does it sound shallow? Maybe, but this is how networking works. You don't want to network with people who are not gonna be successful. So I asked that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's politically incorrect, if it makes people uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck. I'm there to you know, to make myself better and to improve my own network, I don't care. Now, I can tell you right now, you know, building on top of that, the majority of people are not even really gonna care that you ask that uncomfortable question. Most people will just answer it. They don't really care, because they're not really as uptight as everybody thinks. You know, everybody thinks that everybody else is really uptight and you know, self-conscious, when a lot of people are not. A lot of people don't really care. They will talk about whatever you want to talk about. They just think that it's, you know, it shouldn't be brought up. You know, for example, like religion and politics. People don't like talking about this stuff at parties because they think that other people don't want to talk about it. Most people don't give a fuck. Somebody brings it up, I'll talk about it. My friends will talk about it. They don't care. So you don't always have to tiptoe around people and try to impress them all the time. Just do what you want. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. And stop basing decisions on what other people think about you. Alright, so homework. At the end of these episodes, you guys know we have a little homework in each one, so that you know, you actually start to drill this stuff into your head. It actually starts, you know, applying to your own life. I don't want you to just watch the video and then forget all about it 10 minutes from now. I want you to actually learn it. So your homework is go out, buy a Selena Gomez CD, and when you're checking out, you know, you don't want to like look at the cashier all embarrassed and stuff. You want to be confident, not giving a fuck. Put it in your car, listen to it loud with the windows down, you know, pull up to school, you know, pull up next to other people, just jam that shit, whatever. Don't act like it's a joke, alright? Don't try to sit there acting, oh yeah, I pulled up in my sister's car. Nope, that's your shit. You're listening to Selena Gomez. Do that, you know, sing along to it, dance, do whatever you want to do. Next thing, go to at least one party and ask people questions that you would usually be uncomfortable asking them. Alright? Those are the two things. Number one, Selena Gomez. Number two, go to a party and ask people questions that you would usually be uncomfortable asking them. Those are your two homework pieces. Do that shit and come back. Look out for episode 3 coming soon.
Thaddeus Peterschmidt, a young pussy magnet in training, is hanging out with his friend David one day and realizes how helpless David is at life.
Man, I suck at school. There's no point even trying. I'm a loser. They probably won't hire me anyway. No point talking to her. I'll just get rejected, and I don't know what to say anyway.
You know what, dude? Why do you always put yourself down?
I don't know, bro. It's just hard for me to let loose around people, especially if I don't know them. Like with that girl at the party. I didn't talk to her because I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want her to think I was a loser.
She doesn't even go to our school, dude. Who cares if you fucked up and she thought you were a loser? You'll never see her again anyway.
Yeah, but still. I just don't like taking risks like that, bro.
And just like that, Thad realized what he had to do.
First, you need some new clothes. You need some wild shit. Colored boat shoes. Untucked button down. And of course, a neon hat like mine.
But bro, people are gonna be looking at me. I don't feel comfortable standing out this much.
I know. That's the idea.
Dude, stop being so wild. Everyone is looking at us.
I know. That's the idea. Who cares what people think about you? All that matters is you're having fun.
Bro, this is the funnest shit I've done in my life.
David, cake stand, dude.
I don't know how to do one. I'll look stupid.
Fuck it, dude. Just have fun. Just do some shit. Remember what I said? Doesn't matter if you look stupid. All that matters is you're having fun.
Fuck it. Let's do it. Holy shit, that was sick.
See what I mean?
Hey, I'm David. I don't really know what to say, but I thought you were really cute and I just wanted to say hi. Hi, I'm Sarah. Are you new here? Yeah, I just moved here. I saw you at that party last week and I was hoping you'd talk to me, but you never did. Well, I'm talking to you now.
And with that, David had gone from caring so much about what other people thought about him to not caring at all and having so much more fun with his life. It looks like loosening up really did help him with his confidence. Stay tuned for episode 3, coming soon.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL. You're watching youtube.com/LOLitsthad.
It's Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, and I'm back with the How to Be Confident series. This is episode 3 in the series, and you guys can probably tell I have a little bit of a sore throat right now. You know, I went to a rave over the weekend, Saturday night, and I don't know if I was just shouting a lot, or maybe somebody like fucking tried to put something in my drink or something, but you know, I felt really weird the next day when I woke up, did not feel good at all, and it was weird. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, some girl trying to hook up with Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, you know, it happens all the time. You know, they can't do it. They don't have enough game to get with the pussy magnet, so they gotta use the roofies. But let's talk about being confident. In the first episode, we learned how to work out and eat healthy, which makes you you know, happier and just more positive in general. So in the last episode, we learned how to not care about what other people thought. So today we're going to be talking about being positive. Being positive is important because you know, man, you guys can tell I'm not feeling good, but I want to get this episode out so you guys can start, you know, getting some confidence, getting some girls and shit. Being positive is important because I have never in my life met a negative guy who was confident. I've never met a negative guy who got girls. Never met a negative guy who was successful at anything. Being positive is one of the most important things in life. You know, how often are you gonna see a guy who is depressed, you know, be successful at something? Never. Depressed guy's not gonna get a hot girlfriend. Depressed guy is not gonna start a business and make a lot of money. Depressed guy is not gonna do shit. So, of course, you wanna be positive if you wanna accomplish stuff. Get up as soon as you wake up, because if you sit around all day just being tired and lazy and not doing anything, it actually does reduce happiness and confidence. Being lazy and just not doing shit, it makes you less happy. You want to get a decent amount of sleep every night, pretty much for the same reason. You know, if you're just being lazy and tired all the time, you know, one of those people who wakes up at like 2 in the afternoon, I mean, come on, like, we wasting so much time. You know, in the last episode we talked about the consistency principle. So if you're waking up at like 2-3 p.m., you're basically saying like you don't have shit to do, you don't have anything important to do in your life, you know, other than sleep all the time. So, you know, by the consistency principle, you are gonna basically tell yourself like, okay, you know, I woke up at 3 in the fucking afternoon, and that implies that I have nothing to do. I'm a loser with, you know, nothing better to do than to fucking sleep all day. I hate that shit. Don't be lazy. Being lazy will guaranteed make you less happy, less confident. Next thing you want to do, and this is very important, have a hobby and be good at it. If you're not good at it, get good at it. That's it. You know, don't be one of those fucking losers who's like, I suck at this, you know, I'm never gonna be good. If you're not good at it, just fucking get good at it. Keep doing it until you are good. That's it. You know, if you're not successful, keep trying until you are successful. That's it. If something's impossible, just fucking do it anyway. Who cares? Stop being a loser. Stop being negative. Just do that shit. If you can't do it, just do it. Being competitive and being better than other people at things makes you more confident. So let's say your hobby is playing football. Let's say you suck at it. Well, keep fucking practicing, keep working out, you know, keep talking to guys who are good at it, and get good at it. Be competitive, beat people, win games, you know, make the varsity team, get good at it. Being good at shit is gonna make you confident. Of course. I mean, let's say you're in high school now, or college, whatever. Look at guys who are really good athletes. Are they confident? Yes. You know, look at guys who are good at whatever they do. You know, maybe there's a guy in a band, and it's like the most popular fucking band at your school, and everybody loves it. Are those guys confident? Yes. So have a hobby and be good at it. Now, on top of that, just having important stuff in your life, you know, like a sport you're passionate about, maybe an instrument you play, maybe even like a game that you're really good at, whatever it is, something that you really enjoy, you're really passionate about it. Just having this important thing in your life will make you more confident in general, just because you're not sitting around all day obsessing about some fucking girl. You know, you're not like, oh man, my life sucks just because I can't get Stephanie to like me. Oh man, my life fucking sucks, man. She's the most important thing. No, because she's not the most important thing. You have other stuff that you're passionate about, and you know, things that are important to you. Another thing is you can watch funny TV shows and movies every now and then, or funny YouTube videos like Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, youtube.com/LOLitsthad, because laughing makes you happier. This is just a thing, you know, it goes back to like the consistency thing again, because you're sitting around laughing all the time, smiling, having a good time. Of course you are going to become more positive overall. You also just want to have a positive outlook on life, you know, because just because you're let's say your sophomore year of high school sucks, it doesn't mean the rest of your life will suck. You know, as long as you keep trying to reach your goals, you'll eventually reach them. People always complain to me about how they can't get a girl to love them. You're not making any money, blah blah blah. When they're like 16 years old. I mean, you have your entire life to make that shit happen. No one has it figured out that young. I mean, when I was 16 years old, you think I was fucking hooking up with supermodels, making millions of dollars and shit? I mean, no way. No way. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. I mean, come on. You just gotta keep trying. You know, don't be a loser who gives up. Only people who give up are losers. Fucking losers. They're not gonna be successful at anything because they give up. If you want something to happen, keep trying until it happens. And you know, here's one big thing. Alright, I like to say there are two types of people in the world. Type A and Type B. Type A personality. This guy wants something to happen. He makes it happen. He does whatever he has to do to make it happen. If it doesn't happen, he keeps trying to make it happen until it does. You know, he takes responsibility for himself. He knows that he is in control of his own life and that his decisions will affect his life. You know, let's say a guy is 20, 25 years old, whatever. He wants a Lambo. So, you know, instead of saying, oh man, this never gonna happen, man, it's too expensive, he doesn't give a fuck. He does whatever he has to do. He works harder, you know. He tries to get a better job, whatever. Maybe he tries to start his own company. He works whatever hours he has to do until he has enough money for that Lambo. He does it. He just makes it happen. Now, the Type B personality is the person who wants something to happen and then waits for it to happen. You know, they think like the universe just makes your decisions for you and nothing you do will affect anything. So the Type B guy wants a Lambo. You know, maybe he'll go buy a lottery ticket and think that's because, you know, winning the lottery is the only way that somebody can make lots of money. Or He'll just wait and see what happens. And obviously, it's never gonna fucking happen if you just sit around not doing anything about it. It's only gonna happen if you make it happen. I guarantee you, nobody in the world gives a shit about you as much as you do. So if you don't make it happen, nobody else is gonna make it happen for you. Type B guy thinks that, you know, his own decisions, his own actions have no, like, they don't affect anything. It doesn't matter what he does. Stuff happens to him. He doesn't do stuff, you know? Whereas type A, stuff doesn't happen to him. He makes the stuff happen. So you always want to be type A, of course. Majority of people in the world are type B. You know, that's stupid. You don't want to be like that. Stuff doesn't just happen. You fucking make it happen. Be a type A. You know, you want to be confident? Become confident. That's it. Homework for this episode. So in every episode of the How to Be Confident series, we have some homework that you should go home and work on. And you know, this just really starts to like drill these tips into your head so that you really remember it and you start applying it to your own life immediately. Number one, just look for things to be positive about. I mean, just sit there and think about your own life. What do you have to be positive about? Are you really good at, you know, some kind of activity? Do you have a lot of friends? Do you have a good relationship with your family? Do you have a cool car? I mean, do you live in a cool city with lots of stuff to do? You know, are you really smart? Are you good at math? Whatever it is, just look for things to be positive about. Number two, be nice to random people you meet. You know, don't be one of those fucking losers who tries to act like a thug, you know, mean mugging people and stuff, you know. It's so dumb. I mean, all you gotta do, say hi to at least 3 random people a day. Just smile, be friendly, whatever. You don't even have to have a conversation with them. Just say hi to them, whatever. You know, let's say you live in an apartment, whatever. You get on the elevator. Somebody else is getting on the elevator too. Just say hi to them, whatever. Maybe you're in class. You sit down next to someone that you don't know. Just say hi, whatever. That's about it. Do those 2 things. And look up for episode 3 coming soon.
Thaddeus Schmidt, a young pussy magnet in training, was just dumped by his girlfriend at the start of the summer holidays.
She said she just didn't want to be tied down right now. She didn't want to date. What does that even mean? Things were going so well, and I think I might have even been falling in love with her. I don't think I'll ever get over her. I know there are lots of girls in the world, but none of them are as good as her. This sucks. One last cry before I leave it all behind. I gotta put you out of my mind this time. Stop living a lie. I guess I'm down to my last cry. The fuck, bro? Stop acting all depressed and shit like a little bitch. You're the one who kicked that bully's ass on the first day of school. You're the one who taught David how to be a confident pussy magnet. What are you doing? I just want him back. Fuck that. Let's set up a party and see if we can get you a new girl. Okay, it's not gonna work, but okay.
Ron Jeremy,
Nah, it's not really working. I still feel like shit.
Bitches on my dick.
Alright, bro, I know what you need. You need a hobby. You need something fun to take your mind off girls and to make you realize that a girl is not the most important thing in the world. Woo! This is so much fun! Holy shit! That's so awesome. Let's do it again tomorrow. See what I mean, bro? All you need is something awesome to take your mind off girls. Would you rather be doing this or sitting at home texting some bitch? This. Now that you're back to being your confident pussy magnet self, you down to play some beer pong? Hold on a sec.
Every day I be playing
Hi,
Minecraft. The
I'm
host
Thaddeus
feeding
Peter
for
Schmidt.
the dick like a dime bag. I put 'em on
This
me,
fucking
show 'em
guy.
how they nuts to taste.
And just like that,
Motherfucking flies
Thad
like a
realized
muffin
that there were
space.
more important
Got
things
your
in
bitch
life
making
than
me
just
a
talking to
sandwich,
girls.
text to make a picture,
Getting a
you
new
know
hobby
fucking
and
bandwidth.
having fun boosted his confidence back up, and in turn gave him the ability to get even more girls. Stay tuned for episode 4, coming soon.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL.
One last cry before I leave it all behind. I gotta put you out of my mind this time. Stop living a lie. I guess I'm down to my last cry.
You're watching youtube.com/LOL.
It's Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, and we're back with another episode of How to Be Confident. This is episode 4 in the series. So, in the first episode, we talked about working out and being healthy. In the second episode, we learned how to not care what other people think. And in the third episode, we learned how to be positive and have a good attitude, in general at everything in life. How to look at everything on the bright side and just how to be positive. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about school and work. Okay, because to be really confident, you have to have ambition. You have to be successful at stuff. You can't just, you're never going to be 100% pussy magnet confident if you are a loser who is, 30 years old and you work at McDonald's doing the fucking drive-thru. You're never going to be that confident because that fucking sucks. So you got to be, successful at school or at work, whichever one you're in. If you're in high school, you gotta be successful, getting good grades and stuff, or at least getting by. If you're in college, or if you are out of college, you gotta have at least a decent job. You gotta be making some money. You're never gonna be fully happy if you are, bumming it out, just being a loser and shit. So this is one of the most important things, actually. It's not first on the list because in order to be successful, you already have to have motivation, energy, positivity, the things that we talked about in episodes 1, 2, and 3. You kind of already have to be positive, in order to become successful, because like I said, a negative guy is never going to be successful. Because being successful in life, it makes you feel like a boss, because you are. It just makes you feel like a badass. It makes you feel really good. Obviously, if you're more successful, you're gonna feel better than you would feel if you were not successful. That's pretty obvious when you think about it. Let's say you're out of college and you get recruited for a job making $500,000 a year. Compare that to, let's say you just finished college and the only job you can get is at Pizza Hut. Which one is going to make you happier? Which one is going to make you more confident? Okay, obviously, the better one, the one in which you are more successful, is better. Now, to make this happen, you have to know that you are in control of your life. Now, we touched on this in the last episode, and I said, if you want something to happen, you make it happen. If you're one of those people who thinks that, you have no control over your own actions and that shit just happens, you're guaranteed to fail. So cut that shit out. Instead of being jealous about someone else's success, make yourself successful too. I got this when I started on YouTube. My channel was growing so fast when I first started out because, I already had friends on YouTube. I was friends with Kimmy J, who had 30,000 subs at the time. Ricky Chops, who was 40,000. I was friends with White Boy 7th Street. He was at 400,000. And they all kind of helped me grow. And some other commentators, you know, hated on that because they were like, oh, it's not fair, this guy fucking knows people, it's not fair, you know. And I was putting out like the controversial videos and stuff, like the Facebook rating girls, which was like the precursor to Six Drip and stuff like that. And I was just doing a lot of new stuff that people hadn't seen before, and everybody was subscribing to me. People hated on that. They were like, oh, it's not fair, this fucking guy is growing so fast and my channel's not, you know, it's bullshit, you know, fuck that, he's Peter Schmidt, you know. It's such a stupid attitude to have because, you know, you got two types of people. You know, type A, he sees somebody else being successful and he's like, oh shit, I want to be that successful too, so I'm going to fucking work hard and make it happen. Type B, B for beta, is like, oh man, this other guy's successful. That's fucking bullshit. That's not fair that I'm not successful. You know, fuck this guy. You know, that's stupid. You see a guy driving down the street in a Bugatti, you're gonna be like, oh man, that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna, you know, I gotta find out what he does, and I'm gonna work really hard to get to that point too. You know, the beta was gonna see that, VFL is gonna see that shit, you know, guy in a Bugatti, and the VFL is gonna be like, oh, fuck that guy, it's fucking bullshit, that guy's rich and I'm not, I'm gonna key that fucking guy's car. You know, that's a loser, that's a VFL attitude. Virgin for life, not just a sex virgin, but a success virgin. This guy is never gonna be, he's gonna be a virgin in everything, he's never gonna have shit, because he's a loser. That's such a loser ass attitude. You gotta have goals, because being ambitious makes you feel better about yourself because you have a purpose in life. You have goals, you have dreams, you have stuff that you want to do and stuff that you are actually working to make happen. I mean, you know, at the beginning of the episode I gave the example of the guy who makes $500,000. Let's say you're not making that much, but that's your goal and you are taking steps to achieve that goal. You know, whatever your goal is, it doesn't have to be related to money, whatever it is, you're taking steps to achieve that goal, you're trying to make it happen, you're working hard, you know, you're ambitious. That's going to make you more confident, that's going to make you happier because you have a purpose, you're doing stuff, you're not just sitting around, you know, like a lazy slob, eating junk food and just going through the motions and shit. Next thing is, you gotta take risks. One of my favorite quotes is, playing it safe is the shortcut to failure. Alright? You gotta take risks. Even if you fail, it makes you feel good about yourself because you actually tried. You had the potential to succeed, whereas someone who doesn't do jack shit doesn't even have a chance. You know, the guy who doesn't do shit, he has no potential to succeed. He's never gonna be anything. Whereas if you're constantly taking risks, you're trying to do stuff, you know, maybe it doesn't work out, but at least you tried, you learned from it, and you obviously have a much better chance of being successful at some point than the guy who doesn't do anything. You just gotta fucking do stuff. So homework. In each of these episodes, I like to give you guys some homework that you can actually try. It's a very specific thing that I tell you to do, so you can, you know, really start drilling this stuff in your head. You really remember it. It's not just like you just watch the video and then you forget it when the video is over. You're like, oh, well, shit, well, I forgot what Thad just talked about. No, you're gonna remember this stuff. So the homework for this episode, if you are in school, I want you to study hard and get an A on your next assignment. Whatever it is, next test, AP test, his fucking, you know, final big, you know, science fair project, whatever it is, you get an A on that shit. Make it happen. If you're not that smart, fuck it, make it happen. Find a way to get an A, whatever, do it. If you're not in school and you have a job, do a good job at it, even if it's not something you care that much about. I know most people who have jobs, if they don't actually own the company, they don't give a fuck, you know, they don't care about that job. It's like, whatever, you know, I'll just fucking do it, who cares? Nah, I want you to do a good job at it. Make sure you just do a good job. Even if you don't give a fuck about the company, just do something, you know, do something really good and be proud of it. That's it. That's easy homework. You just gotta do it. Just do stuff. Get out there and start doing stuff. That's about it. Watch out for episode 5 coming soon.
This is the story of Thaddeus Schmidt Sr., also known as Thaddeus Schmidt's dad. Let's take a look and see what he's doing.
So, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm in law school, I like to jog, and I don't know, that's about it. Man, this is always the part where I have no idea what to say. I wish I knew how to talk to girls. Hey, I'm Thaddeus Schmidt Sr. What's up? Not much. You're really cute. Thanks. Never mind. See, I don't know what the problem is. I work out, I don't care what other people think, I'm positive and I have balls, but I'm still not that confident, and every now and then, I'm in a situation where I just don't know what to do. Here you go, 1 VFL burger and an order of large VFL fries. Have a nice day. Thanks. Alright guys, that's my shift. I'm gonna take off. Later bro, take it easy. Maybe it's because my life is just boring. I go to work, I come home and watch TV. Maybe I need something more. But what? No, don't do that. I'm tired of this boring ass life. Working at the VFL Donald's, driving a shitmobile, watching TV all the time. It's time for a change. I need something different. I quit. I don't want to work at this piece of shit place anymore. I'm here to apply for a job. We're not accepting any new job applicants at this time. I'm here to apply for a job. We're not accepting any new job applicants at this time. I'm here to apply for a job. We're not accepting any new job applicants at this time. But if you bring me an amazing idea for a new TV show, I might just have an opening for you. You're on. I have an idea. It's called Skanky Hoes. It's about some Guidos and slutty bitches in New Jersey who share a house and they go to the beach, drink, and get in fights. Holy shit, that's an amazing idea. Let me get James Cameron on the phone right now. James, I'm sitting on the next $1 billion idea. Get on your G6 and come to my office right fucking now. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Fuck that shit. I'm just trying to fucking hook up with her. I don't need a condom. Let's get wasted. Yeah, bro. Everyone loves it. Skanky Hoes is the hottest show on TV right now. You're about to be a very rich man. This is exactly what I needed.
And there you have it. Thaddeus Schmidt Sr. started out with everything, but he wasn't fully confident because he wasn't successful in anything and didn't have the energy to motivate himself. As soon as he decided to take control of his life, he came up with an amazing idea and became successful. And now his confidence level is through the roof. Stay tuned for episode 5, coming soon.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL. You're watching youtube.com/LOL It's Thad.
Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, and we're back with the How to Be Confident series. So, in episode 1, we talked about working out and being healthy. In episode 2, we learned how to not care what other people think. In episode 3, we learned how to be positive and have a good attitude. Episode 4, we learned how to perform better at school and at work. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about clothes. Because looking good makes you feel good as well. You know, if you know you look like shit, if you go out and you know you look like a slob, you're not going to feel as good as if you had gone out knowing that you look good. I mean, obviously, it seems like it would be common sense, you know, when you say it like that, but a lot of guys somehow do, you know, they do not pick up on this. You know, you gotta have some nice clothes. You got to have at least a decent haircut to where it's not just like going all over the place looking like fucking Chief Keef. You know, you got to shave, or if you're trying to do a beard or something, you gotta at least like do it right, you know, not be all like scruffy and messy. Just, I mean, you gotta kind of just put yourself together and make sure you look nice. So let's talk about clothes. You know, like I said, when you look good, you automatically feel good too. You know, when I walk into a room and I know I'm the best dressed person there, even if I'm not the best looking, I know girls are checking me out and I feel like a boss. There's this guy named Khan. I've talked about him before, K-A-A-N, on the lolitsthad.com forum. So those of you who post on the forum, you know who I'm talking about. So Khan, this guy, he's basically like the most negative guy ever. You know, he talks about like, oh, I never get girls, you know, I'm gonna be a 40-year-old virgin, blah 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 blah. And people give him advice, you know, like, yo, you gotta get some good clothes and you gotta be more confident, whatever. And he says, no, clothes don't matter, you know, girls don't care about that shit. So I was like, alright dude, well I guess if you know that clothes don't matter, you must dress pretty well, right? Because the only way that you could know that that's not affecting anything is if you are already dressing really well. So post a picture of yourself. Let's see what you got going on. This guy posted a picture. He is dressed like shit. Alright, this guy, when I first saw him, I imagined like a homeless guy standing around a barrel, you know, like rubbing his hands together for warmth and stuff. That's what this guy looks like. He is dressed like shit, like absolute shit. And you know, I can tell you right now, it doesn't matter if you have a good looking face, it doesn't matter if you're confident, if you're athletic, if you dress like a homeless person, girls don't like that shit. You can ask any girl you want, ask any girl you know, ask your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, you know, any girl you're friends with, any girl you're talking to, any girl at your school, any girl ever, any girl, she will tell you, if you're dressed like a homeless person, girls don't like that shit. They're not gonna fucking talk to you. They're not gonna take you seriously. I mean, that's the most ridiculous I mean, if a girl came up to you and she was dressed like a homeless person, you're probably gonna be like, what the hell? You know, so then if you go up to her and you're dressed like a homeless person, of course she's not gonna give a fuck about you. So, you know, I am not the best looking guy, you know, I know that. My face alone is not, you know, Abercrombie model Channing Tatum status, but a lot of you guys have seen my face cam videos and you think I'm good looking. That's because I'm confident, alright? It's because I'm confident, you know, I'm dressed like a boss. Imagine me as like a non-confident loser and I wouldn't look good at all. So it's not even about like natural looks, it's about how you make yourself look. Let's give some examples of good clothing, alright, for some different scenarios and stuff. Going to school, I'll usually wear like khaki shorts, you know, usually Stone, which is like a light khaki, not cargo shorts, just regular khaki shorts. either a t-shirt, like a nice t-shirt, usually plain, or like one with like a real small logo or something. Not some like Affliction shit, Jersey Shore, none of that nonsense. You know, sometimes wear a button down like a Ralph Lauren Oxford, something like that, with the sleeves rolled up. Shoes, you know, if you're rocking a button down, you always gotta, you always want to wear boat shoes for the most part. I mean, if you're in college, you can wear like drivers or something, but I would say most of you guys are probably in high school. You kind of just want to stick to the boat shoes so you don't look like you're trying too hard. Button downs, polos, you know, just nice, like, I guess tasteful t-shirts. You know, not that shit you buy at Walmart where it has the stupid sayings on it and stuff like honey beer for whatever that shit is. You know, that's stupid. That's for little kids. If you want to get some sneakers, I mean, it's really up to you. You know, a lot of sneakers are fine as long as the top part is good. Personally, I like Air Max 90 and some other kind of Air Maxes and stuff. I just think they look nice, and I use them for working out too. Let's see, clothing for dates. So let's say you're going out on a date with a girl. It's like real casual, taking her to the movies or something. Usually I'll wear pretty much the same thing, you know, like instead of a t-shirt, it's probably gonna be like a button down, but like a casual one. I'm not talking about dress shirts, I'm talking about casual button downs. They're called sports shirts. So if you go to like Ralph Lauren or something and you're asking for the sports shirt, that's what it's gonna be. That's like a casual button down. You can roll up the sleeves and stuff. You know, you can unbutton a couple buttons at the top. You always want to have the neck unbuttoned and then one button below that unbuttoned. And then sometimes, you know, it's kind of optional. You can do one more button, but it's kind of up to you. You know, if you're a real scrawny ass dude, you might not want to do that. It's kind of up to you. Yeah, and then I'll just do the usual, you know, like the boat shoes, like I said, or maybe the drivers even. If you guys don't know about drivers, you gotta get on that shit. They're called driving shoes. Man, these are the most comfortable shoes ever made. Now, if you are younger, like 14, 15, you probably don't want to wear them because you look kind of snobbish, but if you're in college, I like that shit. You know, loafers, drivers, it's so comfortable, dude. It's so comfortable. If you thought boat shoes were comfortable, you gotta try out some driving shoes. Next scenario, let's say like a formal date, like not formal as in like black tie, but like a little more formal than going to the movies. Like let's say you're going to a nice restaurant and you're trying to wear like a sport coat or something. Personally, I never do the jeans and the sport coat thing. I just think that looks really stupid. If you don't know what a sport coat is, it's basically like a suit jacket, but it doesn't come with a suit. So a suit jacket is actually made differently from a sport coat, which is made to be worn by itself, whereas the suit jacket is not made to be taken away from the suit because it's actually cut differently. So personally, yeah, I don't like doing the jeans and the jacket thing. I think it looks kind of silly. So if I'm going to like a really nice restaurant or something, I'll just rock the entire suit. Usually not gonna wear a tie because, you know, I'm not going to a business meeting or something, but just a nice suit and you know, a nice shirt, some nice shoes. That's about it. You know, you gotta get some nice shoes if you're wearing them with a suit. Honestly, this is kind of where most guys fail. You know, you got a nice suit on and then you got like, you know, $50 Kenneth Cole shoes. I mean, that shit's not gonna work. That is one of the most noticeable like things where like a girl will see that and be like, oh, this guy's a poser. You know, girls will notice that shit immediately. Alright, next scenario, let's say like meeting a girl's parents. Usually I'll wear maybe like khaki pants or stone pants or something, and maybe a button down, may or may not be tucked in. It probably usually is going to be tucked in. You know, and then that's about it. And then I know a lot of guys like to wear tank tops too, which I wear sometimes. Not for meeting girls' parents, but just for like, you know, casual stuff, whatever, going to the pool, whatever. I like tanks. I would not wear them to actually like go out. But you know, if you're just like chilling, hanging out, I think it's cool. You know, it looks more casual and relaxed and stuff. It makes it look like you're not trying that hard. So yeah, you definitely try that out. So homework for this episode, you're gonna go out and you're gonna buy some nice clothes if you don't have them already. This is what I would say is essential. Alright, these are the things that I would get if I you know, let's say like I have no clothes right now. I'm naked, I got no fucking clothes. This is what I would buy. 1 pair of Brooks Brothers Stone flat front shorts, 3 Ralph Lauren button downs, 1 pair of Sperry boat shoes, 1 nice suit, 1 nice dress shirt, and 1 pair of nice dress shoes. I think those are the things you gotta have, and you know, that pretty much covers every scenario right there. Then, you know, start wearing them. Notice how much better you feel. Honestly, you can even cut out the suit if you're not going to any nice stuff like that. You know, you're not really going on like formal dates and shit. You can even cut that out. So altogether, you know, it's not even that expensive. If you can't afford the Ralph Lauren and the Brooks Brothers, you know, you could try out some other stuff. You know, like PacSun, they have cheap tanks for plain t-shirts. You got like Old Navy, H&M, Uniqlo, stuff like that. Now, more expensive stuff will look and feel better. You know, the fit's gonna be better and stuff. But you don't necessarily need it if you can't afford it. You don't have to spend that much money. But at the same time, you know, if you can, I would definitely recommend it because it is noticeable. You know, there is a noticeable difference in quality between, let's say, like, you know, an $80 Ralph Lauren shirt and a $10 Walmart button-down shirt. I mean, it's going to be noticeable. So, honestly, I would, if you can't afford the regular one, try to get to, like, the outlet or something. They usually have pretty cheap stuff there. I mean, I know the t-shirts, especially the Ralph Lauren t-shirts, they're like $50 at the store. And at the outlet, they're like $10. I mean, anybody can afford that, right? $10. I mean, you just gotta suck it up. If you can't afford it, get a fucking job. And that's about it. So if you guys like this episode, leave it a like and do the homework. Look out for episode 6 coming out soon.
Today's story is about a young man named Caleb. He had a decent amount of confidence, but he still wasn't getting girls. Let's find out why.
Hey, I'm Caleb. I haven't seen you around. Are you new here? I'm not interested. What the fuck? I've seen Thad use that line before, so why didn't you just do that? Is there something in my teeth? Dude, you have got to get rid of that shirt. You look like shit. What? Alright, first of all, if you look like shit, you'll never feel truly confident because you'll always know you don't look good. Second, girls don't go for guys who dress like they're homeless anyway. You need to try something different, then come back. Hey, I'm Caleb. What's up? Yeah, sorry. What the fuck? What's up? Oh my god. Get away. Get away. What the fuck? Can I help you? I'm looking for some new clothes. Well, I'd recommend this shirt. Based on your complexion, it will definitely make you look better than those dark colors. I'd also recommend these pants. They really go well with the shirt and will help you stand out more. Thanks. I'll take this too. Here you go, sir. What's up? Hey, I'm Megan. I'm Caleb. Nice to meet you. I haven't noticed you before. Do you go to our school? What are you up to tonight?
And just like that, Caleb realized how well his new look was already working for him. Looking good helped him feel even better, and in turn more confident. And girls noticed it. Looks like dressing better really did work for him. Stay tuned for episode 6, coming soon.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL. You're watching youtube.com/LOL.
It's Thaddeus Pewterschmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Pewterschmidt, and I'm here with episode 6 of the How to Be Confident series. So hopefully you guys have been watching the other episodes in this series, and you are on the way to becoming a confident badass, getting every girl you want, just like Thaddeus Pewterschmidt. So in episode 1, we learned how to be healthy. In episode 2, we learned how to not care what other people think. In episode 3, we learned how to be positive and have a good attitude, be less stressed out. In episode 4, we learned how to perform better in school and how to make more money at work. In episode 5, I gave you guys some tips on clothes, how to dress better, and how to feel better. And here, in episode 6, we were talking about Superman Extreme. Now, what is Superman Extreme? If you're a loyal subscriber of the Thaddeus Peter Schmidt channel, you've probably already seen this. You probably already tried it. You know, you've probably already gone out and made $1 million and had a threesome with 2 Victoria's Secret models after trying it. You've probably already done that stuff. You're probably watching this video in your new Lambo right now. You're probably doing that. But for those of you who have not tried it, let me explain what it is. Superman Extreme. That's my iPhone going off. Oh man, all the girls are always texting me. Superman Extreme. Superman Extreme is a supplement that I invented. This is something that is developed by the Thaddeus Peter Schmidt company, and it is a pill that makes you more confident. It's a confidence pill. You take this supplement once a day, and it makes you confident. That's about it. You might be doubting it. You might be like, "Oh man, that's crazy talk. That's crazy. That's magic." You know, that's understandable. So that is why I have developed this trial supply, so you can actually get 15 Superman Extreme pills for basically free. You could try it out, see if you like it, see if it works for you. It definitely will, because it works for me and everyone else. And then you can decide if you want to get more or not. So that's about it. I don't even make money on the trials. I'm giving it away for free. That's how well it works. I know that everybody I give it to will want to get more. I'm giving it away for free. That's how good it is. So, if you look at some of the reviews from other people who have tried it, you know, you can look in the comments of the other videos. We have some testimonials on the website, some other YouTubers, if you just want to, I guess, search Superman Extreme Review, or if you want to come to the lolitsthad.com forum and just talk to other guys, my friends, or, you know, other subscribers and stuff. Pretty much everybody who has tried it says that they really like it and it works for them. So you don't even have to take my word for it. You can just ask somebody else who's tried it. Be like, "Yo, dude, does it work?" They'll say, "Yeah, it does." And that's about it. You know, it's such an amazing thing. Actually, when I started working on it, you know, I didn't even really know if it was going to be possible or not. But that's what I'm all about. You know, back in episode 4, you know, we talked about you know, being in control of your life, just taking risks and just doing stuff that you want to do regardless of what other people think. And that's pretty much what I do. You know, I wanted to come out with this. People were saying, you know, when we first started, they were like, "Oh, that's impossible. That's some Merlin stuff. You know, that's some Harry Potter stuff. You're never gonna make that pill." And we did it. It works. That's about it. So what does it feel like when you take it? Alright, what does it feel like when you take a Superman Extreme pill? Let me tell you, because I take it myself. As soon as you take it, you feel like this huge rush of confidence. It's like, "Oh man, I am just the biggest boss alive." You know, you kind of feel really cocky for a little while, and then it dies down into a more like reasonable level of confidence. And then you, over time, you know, you've been taking it consistently, your confidence level overall just improves to the point where you don't have to rely on, you know, that sudden boost of confidence from right after you take it. So let's say you're at a party, you see a hot girl, you're kind of nervous. Superman Extreme. Then you go talk to her, you get her. You know, let's say you're taking a test or something, doing homework, and you're really stressed out. You know, you're nervous, you're sweating, you can't really focus, you can't think straight. Superman Extreme. Get 100 on that shit. You know, it's so amazing. That's why it's called Superman Extreme, because you're not gonna be a man, you're gonna be a Superman. It's so amazing. If you're thinking, "Oh, whoa, this sounds amazing, this sounds so badass," you know, try it out. SupermanExtreme.com. You can get the free trial. Just try it, see if you like it. If you are doubting it, you know, if you're like, "Oh, I don't really know if this is gonna work or not," just try it out. I mean, I'm giving it away anyway. Try it, see if it works for you, and then you can decide if you want to get more. So that's about it. It is an all-natural supplement, so there's no side effects. You know, it's not a pharmaceutical prescription drug. It's a supplement, you know, kind of like, you know, taking protein after you work out or taking creatine before you work out, something like that. Except instead of making you more athletic, this makes you more confident. So that's pretty much how it works. It makes you more confident, it makes you more positive, you know, it helps you focus. It basically like boosts your mental state. And there's no crash, so like if you forget to take it for a day, you're not gonna feel bad. You just won't feel like a boss, you know, when you do take it. But like I said, you know, overall, if you do take it consistently, you're supposed to take one every day, just like a regular supplement. If you do take it consistently, then your confidence will improve overall, and you can pretty much stop taking it after a while. You know, it's just it's a cool thing. You know, everybody's always asking how to be confident, how to improve confidence and stuff, and I know some guys are kind of scared to get out there and actually start talking to girls and start doing stuff. So this is kind of a, you know, solution. You don't even have to go out and start doing stuff. You just take this and it's gonna make you confident right there, and then you can go out and start doing stuff because you already feel amazing. It is all natural, like I said. It's healthy. I take it myself. My friends take it. A lot of people have taken it. You know, like I said, you could just ask people if they like it. So homework. At the end of each of these How to Be Confident videos, I like to give out some homework so you guys can actually try it, start using these tips. Because I know a lot of advice videos on YouTube, you watch it and then, you know, 10 seconds later, you forgot everything you just heard. So I like to give the homework so you actually start using the tips and you actually do start becoming confident, guaranteed. So today's homework, try Superman Extreme. Try it out for 5 days, see if you like it. If you do, you can keep taking it. If you don't, then you can stop. But try it for at least 5 days and see if you like it. It really does help, and so far everyone says they love it. So all you have to do, try it for 5 days, see if you like it. And that's about it. So try it out now, see if you like it, and let me know how it works for you. Head over to supermanextreme.com. It's my website. I also have my phone number on the website, so you can call and talk to us if you have any questions. You know, I think one of the testimonials on the site sums it up perfectly. This is what one guy who bought it and tried it said. He said, if you don't take Superman Extreme, you will always be a step behind the guys who do take it. So come to supermanextreme.com, try it out, see if you like it, and then go out, get that Lambo, get the hottest girl at your school, start making tons of money. Let's do this.
In this episode of The Adventures of Thaddeus Peterschmidt, we're going to be looking at two parallel universes. In one of these universes, we have a Thaddeus Peterschmidt who is not confident at all. In the other universe, we have a Thaddeus Peterschmidt who is extremely confident. Let's take a look and see how they compare.
Man, this homework is so hard. It pisses me off. It's such a waste of time. Who cares about this stuff? It's not like I'll ever be that successful anyway.
Son, if you have a negative attitude like that, then you're right. You never will be successful.
Dad, I'm not as smart as you are. I'll never make as much as you do. What's the point of even trying? I don't want to start my own business or anything like that. I just want to get a regular job and be a regular guy. That's where I belong. Holy shit, that girl is hot.
Dude, that's Shelby. She's really cool. Go talk to her.
Nah, I'm not even that good looking. She can get any guy she wants.
You serious, bro? Looks don't mean anything. It's all about being confident and positive.
Nah, I don't want to get rejected. Forget it. Here's your fries. Have a nice day.
Hey baby, how was work?
It was okay, I guess.
Okay, well, Get in the car. Let's go.
Meanwhile, in another universe,
Man, this homework is so hard. I need a little snack to keep me motivated. That's exactly what I needed. Done.
son, if you keep up this amazing work ethic, you'll definitely be successful one day.
Thanks, Dad. I definitely plan to. Holy shit, that girl is hot.
Dude, that's Shelby. She's really cool. Go talk to her.
Alright. Hey. Hey, do I know you? I'm Thaddeus Peterschmidt. Bitch. Wilson, get in here.
Yes, sir?
You know, I push myself every day. I work harder than anyone else. I have all this now because I had the confidence to push myself to be the best. Without confidence, you're nothing. Wilson, I can't stand looking at you slouching over, acting like a total loser all the time. You're fired. That idiot will never be successful if he doesn't straighten up his act. Oh well, time to head home. Babe, you're home. Hey Shelby, you miss me that much, huh? Oh, I'm about to show you just how much I miss you. What the hell? Someone's stealing my speedboat. Who the hell are you? I'm Thaddeus Peterschmidt. Bitch.
And just like that, you see a difference between someone who leads a life of confidence versus someone who leads a life of negativity. Being confident and positive helped Thad achieve all of his goals and get everything he ever wanted. Confidence really is the key to success. Stay tuned for episode 7, coming soon.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL. You're watching youtube.com/LOL it's Thad.
It's Thaddeus Peterschmidt, bitch.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Peterschmidt, and I am back with the How to Be Confident series. So we are on episode 7 of How to Be Confident. Hopefully you guys are becoming a lot more confident, and you are almost at Thaddeus Peterschmidt level. Let's do a little recap. In episode 1, we learned how to be healthy. In episode 2, we learned how to not care what other people think. In episode 3, we learned how to be positive and have a good attitude. In episode 4, we learned how to do better in school and how to make more money at work. In episode 5, we learned how to dress better and wear better clothes. In episode 6, we learned about Superman Extreme, the confidence pill, the fastest way to becoming confident. And here in episode 7, we're talking about friends and family. Now, I think that having good friends and a good relationship with your family is essential to being confident. Because, you know, you could be the richest guy ever, you could be, you know, having sex with hot girls, but if you have no friends and your family hates you, you are not going to be 100% confident. Being around friends and family, it actually releases endorphins in your brain and it makes you happy. You know, you're having a good time. You might even just be screwing around, not really doing anything, but you're gonna be happy when you're doing it. I know, like, when I went to the UK to visit my family over in England, and then I came back, I was almost like depressed. I was like, oh shit, like now I'm back being by myself again. This sucks. And then after a while, I got used to it again, but then it was almost like withdrawal. You know, it's almost like when you are being around your friends and family, it's almost like a drug. And then when you're not with them, or if you've never had friends or you never had family, then you're always like a step behind, kind of like that. I think it's good to have a good relationship with your family because just having more positive people in your life, it makes you feel better, and in turn makes you feel more confident. And making friends too. You know, I'm not talking about like adding all kinds of random people on Facebook and shit like that. I'm talking about having like you know, 2 to 4 like really close friends, and you guys are just really good friends, you know, you're close, you can talk about anything with these guys, stuff like that. You know, because having friends and people to talk to makes you feel good. Making friends is easy. Seriously, all you have to do is don't be creepy. That's it. Don't be creepy. That's the way to make friends. All right, that's the only thing you have to do. Now, I would even add don't be desperate, but then again, you know, I've had a lot of people push and push to be cool with me, and I've kind of blown them off like again and again, and then eventually they do one thing that makes me realize they're actually cool, and we become friends. You know, so it's not the hardest thing ever. You just have to go out, you just have to talk to people, you have to be friendly, and just don't be creepy. Because some people can tell if you are a creep or if you are a cool guy. That's pretty much it. Those are the 2 categories, creep and cool guy. You know, so if you want friends, go make some. Don't give up. Just make some friends. That's pretty much it. You know, be friendly in class. You know, don't try to be like some hard ass swag. Oh, let's box, bro. Fight me IRL, bro. Swag. You know, that's dumb. Just fucking act like a human being. You know, participate in activities. You know, go out with friends. Have a party, whatever. Invite people over to your house or go to somebody else's party. Just meet people. You know, activities. Actually, that's a really good way because, like, if you play sports, then you will probably end up being friends with at least a few people from that team, and then, you know, you get invited to more activities and stuff like parties. Maybe one of the other guys on the team is having a party, you get invited to it, and then you meet even more people, just stuff like that. Once you have a few friends, it's easy to meet more, and then usually like the ones that you are, I guess, the most like similar to, you just end up becoming better friends. I think this is really important, you know, if you just gotta have friends and you gotta have family. Now, I mean, if you don't have any family, then it's not like you cannot be confident, but you are gonna need to have at least a couple really good friends to make up for that. You know, you can't just be by yourself all day, every day for the rest of your life. And if you have a really hot girlfriend, but you have no friends and no family, you're still not going to be as happy as the guy who does have those things. And you know, this episode, actually this is episode 7, because this kind of follows after the other things we've talked about. You know, because just like the, you know, performance at school and work episode, this, you know, making friends, it relies on the things that we have learned in the earlier episodes already, you know, like having energy and being positive, because you know, you're not going to make friends if you're negative and people hate you. I mean, obviously, so you already got to have episode 3, how to be positive, and you kind of got to have episode 1, you know, energy, because nobody's going to want to be around you if you're just being lazy and negative all the time. So if you haven't watched the other episodes, I recommend checking those out and definitely brushing up on those things first. And then go out, make some friends. If you have, you know, if you do have family, try to hang out with them, have a good relationship with them and stuff. And that's about it. So homework for this episode, you know, in each of these How to Be Confident episodes, I like to give some homework so that you actually start doing the stuff and becoming more confident, because that's the goal. I want all you guys to be as confident as Thaddeus P. Schmidt is. Homework is hang out with your family, do something nice. Alright, just take your family out, maybe take your parents out to dinner, whatever. Maybe if you have a sister or whatever, take her out, do something nice, and make a new friend. And that's it. All you gotta do is make one new friend. You can meet him in class, you know, at a party, at a sport that you play, on the internet, whatever. Make one new friend. Those are 2 homework things, alright? Hang out with your family, do something nice, and make a new friend. That's about it. If you haven't watched the other How to Be Confident episodes, I'll have links to them in the description below so you can check them out. And that's about it.
Today's story is about a boy named Preston. Preston had a very poor relationship with his family.
Preston, time for dinner. Fuck off, Mom. I'm busy. I don't want to eat dinner with you. Hey Preston, how was your day at school? Whatever. Preston, do you want to come with me to the store? No, Mom. Hanging out with your parents is for losers.
As you can see, Preston and his family weren't exactly very close, and he didn't exactly have many friends either.
What's up, man?
Hey. Hey, you're kinda cute. I'm Shelly. Never mind.
Yo, it's Thaddeus Peter Schmidt, and I'm
What the
back
hell?
with the How to Be Confident series. So we are on episode 7 of How to Be Confident. Hopefully, you guys are
Whoa.
becoming a lot more confident.
Whoa.
We're almost at.
What is
Thaddeus Peter
this? Preston, time for dinner. Okay, Mom. Can I help cook?
What's up, man?
Not much, dude. How'd you do on the homework?
I did pretty well. You?
Not great.
Yeah, let's chill later and study then. We can compare answers and shit.
Sounds great, man. Hey, you're kinda cute. I'm Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay, I'm Preston.
You're not too bad yourself. I actually have to head to class, but give me your number and I'll text you.
And there you have it. Pretty simple, really. When Preston was shy and unfriendly, he had a poor relationship with his family, and found it awkward to make new friends, and his life was miserable. Later, he started having more positive relationships with his family, and he started actively making more friends. And as you can see, he's much happier now. Having friends and family is essential to being happy, and being happy is essential to being confident. Stay tuned for episode 8, coming soon.
Subscribe if you're not a VFL.